DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, no spaces. But anyway, people often ask me questions like, Dre, well, you know, I want to play overseas, so what's the time frame when I should expect to sign with an agent? Or they'll say, Dre, I see you did this ball handling drills. How long should I do these ball handling drills before my handle gets really good? Or this guy just sent me a snap like 2 minutes ago. He was like, Dre, I want to get some of your basketball training programs at hoophandbook.com, but can you tell me that if I do these programs, I'm going to become one of the greatest players of all time because I want to have great handle, and how long is it going to take for me to get there? Or someone will say, well, how long do I got to expect to make sales pitches with this product or service that I'm offering before I start making X amount of dollars? But all you have to understand is that once you decide something that you really want to reach success at, you really want to reach a high level of success as a serious goal for you, that you can't put a time frame on your success. You can't put a time frame on, all right, it's going to take this long for me to become successful, or I'm going to work for this amount of time, and if I don't reach the goal by this amount of time, then I'm going to quit. Or, you know, if I don't get an agent by this point, then I guess I'm not going to play overseas. Or I'm going to work on these ball handling drills for the next 3 months or the next 2 years, and if my handle isn't like, you know, Derrick Rose or Stephen Curry, then I guess it just didn't work. The program didn't work, or I'm not going to play basketball no more. That's not the way it works. What all y'all got to understand is that anything that you're going for success in, any game, whether it's business, whether it's personal, relationships, financial, athletic, whatever you're going after, the game does not end until you win. The game does not end until you win. That means you keep doing what you got to do. You keep going after it. You keep finding new ways to make it work. You keep getting your mind in the right space. Keep your body in the right space. Keep your emotions in the right space. Keep everything in the right space so that you can come up with new ways to go after the goal. Because if it's really a goal for you, I mean, just think about this logically. You could take me out of the equation. Just listen to the message. If it's really a goal of yours, why would you put a limit on how much you're going to work on it until you get it? Like, if it's really a goal of yours, you wouldn't never quit at any point. You wouldn't say, all right, well, that didn't work, so let me just go do something else. It wasn't really a goal of yours from the beginning, if that's the way you're looking at it. If you got an hourglass, you know those hourglasses where the sand comes from the top and it goes down to the bottom, if that's the way you're looking at your success, you got to ask yourself if it's really a serious goal of yours. Are you really serious about reaching that goal? And anything that you decide to work on, exactly anything that you decide that you want to work on in life, you got to know that you're in it for the long haul. If it's something you're serious about. Now, if it's something you just okay, like you kind of want it, not really, all right, that's fine. But once you figure out what your definite goals are in life, things that you're serious about actually achieving, the game doesn't end until you win. You keep playing until you get to the goal that you want to get to. Now, let me take a couple questions. Anybody got a question? I'll take questions. Someone asked me to take questions, so let's hear them. When I try hard and fall short, I take it too hard, maybe because I failed a lot. That's okay. If you failed a lot, that means you tried a lot of things, so you're actually on the right path. The real failures in life are people who don't fail at all because they never tried anything. So if you don't try anything, you can't fail. So there's nothing wrong with failing. I'm currently reading The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill. It's a great book. I definitely recommend that book, one of my favorites. Hello, Bot and Ruse, what's going on? Why ever lower the price for my online courses? Why, the price is too high? Which course you talking about, actually? Just watch the Shiny Suit Theory. Oh, yeah, I like that one. Great breakdown. Thank you. Thank you for checking that video out. Any of y'all on Snapchat, y'all can hit me on Snap too, at Dre Baldwin. Do I listen to auto suggestion or affirmations? I mean, everything's an affirmation, really, if you think about it. Even if it's negative, it's an affirmation. Everything you listen to, this right here is an affirmation. Everything you listen to is an affirmation. It's just a matter of how often you listen to it till it becomes like a part of your thinking. Any good suggestions of podcasts besides yourself? Yes. What are you into? Tell me what topics you're into. I'll give you a podcast. Price is too high. I'm interested in the mindset one and the girl one. Well, the problem isn't the price. I'll tell you the two problems that you have. And somebody asked, they said your online course's price is too high. That's not the problem. I'm going to tell you the two problems that you have. Do I lift heavy in the gym or focus on higher reps? I lift heavy, but you can also do higher reps. You don't have to do either or. I don't know why some people have this either or mindset when it comes to how you lift weights. It's not an either or thing. You can do both. You just got to know what you're doing. You got to have some kind of program. Personal development, grow, and success. Look up Entrepreneur on Fire is one. Look up Michael Hyatt is another. Look up Tim Ferriss another. Look up James Altucher is another one. I'm going to do a podcast episode where I talk about my favorite podcast, so you'll know. What program is best for basketball conditioning? Ultimate Athlete. Go to DreAllDay.com/UA, like Ultimate Athlete. Definitely. So the two problems are this. Number one problem is that you're not making enough money. Because if you think something costs too much, the problem is not the price of the product. The problem is your lack of finances. Favorite of my hoop handbooks, Ultimate Athlete, I would say, Position of Power, all the signature ones and the basic ones, every single one of them. So the number one problem here, let me answer this real quick. So the guy said he wants to buy a product. Doesn't matter, my product, any product. If you think a product costs too much money, the problem is not the price of the product. The problem is your lack of money. If you made more money, then you wouldn't have a problem with the price being too high. Is this true or not true? And if you had 10 times more money, it wouldn't be a problem that the product costs what it costs. And the other problem is, here's the second problem, is that you don't see the value in the product. That's why you think it costs too much. So if you're interested in a mindset product, how much money do you think a stronger mindset will make you over the next 20 years of your life? If it will make you more than $149, then it would be a no-brainer for you to invest $149 in your mindset if you could get $10,000 out of it. So I go to this gym, I pay $50 a month for this gym. I could say the price is too high, but listen, going to this gym gets my body in shape and it makes me feel better. Yes, it is on iBooks. It makes me feel better, it gets me into a certain mind frame, and it puts my body in good shape, which allows me to go do things that's going to make me hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars. So is a $50 investment worth it? Hell yeah, it's worth it. Of course it's worth it. When I go to a seminar where some guys teaching success principles, mental success principles, I pay $500 to get in the seminar, $500 for the flight and the hotel. That's a $1,000 investment. Am I going to make more than $1,000 with what I learned from going to that course? Absolutely, I'm going to make more than $1,000. I might make more than $1,000 just from meeting somebody in the fucking lobby of the hotel the same day of the event. So of course it's worth it. So it's just two problems that you have is not the product, is not the problem. The problem is you don't have money. That's number one. You can fix that real quick. And problem number two is that you don't value what you get. If you think $149 costs too much to help your mindset, you really need to think about what your mind is worth. I could charge $1,000 for that program. How do you play good against tough, quick, active defenders? You develop your game to the point that you don't have to worry about the other person. If you're going into a game asking yourself, how do I play well against this guy, that means your game's not good enough because you're worrying about the other guy. What's my net worth? Are you an accountant? You work for the IRS? If not, then that's not a question that I need to answer. I understand you're curious, that's fine. You can be curious. Can't take any other questions. Did that answer your question, the person who was talking about the price of the products? I must work on my game a lot. Yes, everybody must work on their game a lot. Any game. You don't have to be a basketball player. If you're a salesperson, you got to work on your game. If you're a construction worker, you got to work on your game. Anything you do, you got to work on your game. Every game you got. Can I take any other questions? I'll take a couple more questions before we wrap this up. All right, good. Hopefully you start to change your mindset. Actually, what you need to do is take my course so you can fix your mindset when it comes to that. How do you balance basketball with work? I got a video on that. Look it up. Can you talk about how we should think of having an abundance mentality? I have talked about it. I got an 8-week course called Bulletproof Mindset on my website that tells you exactly how to do that. Any questions y'all got for me about mindset is all covered in a course on my website. It's called Bulletproof Mindset. You know what bulletproof is, right? Bulletproof Mindset is an 8-week course. It's all about the mental game of life. I got another one called People Skills, another one called Get the Girl. I cover these in detail. I'm talking about excruciating detail. What about basketball in Russia? What about it? I don't know anything about basketball in Russia. I never even been to Russia. So maybe you should tell me. I mean, if you live in Russia, you know more about it than me. Can I take any other questions? This is Dre all day. We're taking questions live right here. I haven't done a straight Q&A on Periscope in a while. Maybe I will. No doubt. How much do genetics play in vertical jump? How much? I don't know. You should probably ask. I don't know. I don't even know who you should ask. Why does it even matter? Actually, it's a better question. Why does it matter? I mean, your genetics are what they are. So it's not like you can go. It's not like you can go to the store and buy a new set of genetics. What you need to focus on is where you're at right now, where you want to go, and what you need to do to get from here to there. That's what you really need to be asking, not how much genetics play. Why does it matter? You can't change them. I got OKC tonight. Do Grammys next for Success Principles? I got to listen to the song again and see. I got to listen to a song and see what they're really saying. They got to be dropping a couple jewels, and when I think they got enough, then I do the song. So it can't just be like one line that they said. It got to be enough in the whole verse, or at least. Yeah, I got OKC tonight. All right, I ain't standing here no more. I guess I got to walk through the rain. That's what I got to do. So everybody, my name is Dre all day. For those who don't know me, hit me on Snapchat at Dre Baldwin, Instagram also at Dre Baldwin. My website is called DreAllDay.com. You want to get those mindset courses? I am a mental toughness. When it comes to mental toughness, mindset, confidence, self-discipline, I'm the plug. All right, if y'all don't know what I'm the plug means, that means I got everything you need. Go to DreAllDay.com. That's where you can get the Bulletproof Mindset course, my other courses, and I got so much more coming for y'all over the next 90 to 120 days when it comes to online courses, when it comes to putting all this stuff together. Because the Periscopes, I talk about different random stuff different days, and I'm taking questions, but I'm talking about putting it all together like a college course, but it's going to be fun, and you ain't got to pay $10,000 for it, and you got to listen to no boring ass lecturer who don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Y'all hear from a real expert. Trust me, stay close to the money. All right, that's me. I'm the plug. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. What could you not do with more confidence? Less attention to the negativity of other people, more focus on your goals than nothing else, and not letting unfortunate circumstances slow you down. Would all of those help you out? Well, go to DreAllDay.com/bulletproof. Check out my new 8-week course called Bulletproof Mindset. Get started, and I'll see you over there. Work on your. If you're on Snapchat, hit me on the Snap. My Snap name is at Dre Baldwin. You already know how that works. And I got a podcast, if you didn't know. It is called Work on Your Game. It is an everyday podcast where I talk about getting yourself into the right mindset, that bulletproof mindset. Getting yourself seen, heard, known. Getting the exposure you want and making things happen in your life instead of waiting for things to happen to or for you. Subscribe to that podcast when you're on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. Make sure you check it every single day. Make sure you're subscribed so you catch the heat. Work on your game. Dre Ball. I feel like Dre Ball. I feel like Dre Ball. I'm ballin'. I feel like Dre.